Hello, and you're very welcome to this pit stop for At the Gates of Loyang, designed by Uwe Rosenberg and currently getting a reprint from Tasty Minstrel Games. At the Gates of Loyang is all about farmers who are rivals who are looking to build up their vegetables, sell them off to customers in order to make loads and loads of money and move up this path of enlightenment. And whoever gets furthest along the path of enlightenment will be the winner at the end of the game. Now, each round is split into 3 phases. The first phase is the harvest phase. And it's as simple as each farmer going along and taking one vegetable out of each field that they have sowed so far and popping it there into their storehouse. Then everyone has a little deck which is slightly stacked to make sure you don't get all the same amount at once of fields, and you'll simply flip over one of those fields which will become empty for you, and that's available for you to cultivate as we go into the next 2 phases of the round. The second phase is the card phase. In the card phase, each player is dealt out 4 cards. They then get to look at their cards and then they're going to make some decisions. When it comes to the first player's turn, and that will be the person who last chose cards on last turn, they must play 1 card onto the table, starting what is called the courtyard. From the second player onwards, players then face a choice. They can either play 1 card from their hand to add to the courtyard, or they can take 1 card from the courtyard, retain 1 card from their hand, and put the rest of their hand into the courtyard, which gives the other players playing subsequently to them more options on their turns. So what types of cards are we going to see in the courtyard, and what are we going to be using them for? Because once everyone's chosen 2 cards, we're going to move on to the action phase, where the real heart of the game is, where all these different types of cards are going to get used, and you're going to be trying to make all that money and become enlightened. So if you take a field card, now if you do it from your own stack, it's always free. If you do it from when you're taking it during the card phase, it costs you 2 money. You pop it along with the rest of your fields, it's just more area to cultivate. Now, we're looking to get vegetables. How are we going to get vegetables? Well, firstly, we get them from that harvest. We also have a shop here, which we can spend money on to take vegetables as long as they're still available in stock. We also have the option of selling these vegetables back to our shop to restock it, but you will very much not make as much money as you will by selling them, so that is not a winning strategy. Another way of getting these is by taking market tiles. Now, market stalls will get stocked with the vegetables on them, and this is a way to increase your variety and be able to get access to vegetables that you're not currently growing. During the action phase, you may take one of your vegetables you have already and pop it in, and possibly 2, depends upon the price on the card, and take a vegetable already there. And once these market stores get emptied, then they go away again, unless you use one of these helpers. And these helpers, there's 20 different ones, and they basically break the rules of the game and let you do crazy things. So we've worked out that we're getting hold of vegetables and put them in our stock somehow. And why are we doing that? Well, to make money. And that's to serve these customers. Now, there's 2 types of customers. There are regular customers that come to you with a happiness token that starts on the blue side, which is the happy side, or the red ones, and those are casual ones. Now, your regular customers are expecting an order every single turn from the turn in which you take them. And if you don't deliver to them, they're going to become unhappy, and it's going to cost you 2 money each turn in which they're unhappy and they haven't been delivered to. So let's say I decide not to deliver to this customer this turn, they'll become unhappy. I already haven't delivered to this customer at some point before. If I do deliver to them, I'll put in the vegetables that they require and they stay on the card, and I will earn a certain amount of money. In this case, I get 4 money from the bank, adding up to my stock. Each turn I'll have to deliver these 2 corn until I've done it 4 times, and that card will go away. I'll have made loads of money on it, but I no longer have that demand on my resources. I can also, however, go and deliver to these casual customers. And these casual customers require a various amount of different things, but they'll hang around. There's no demands on you, and they'll make you money. They've got a base price, and depending on how many casual customers you have compared to how many regular customers you have, there may be a bonus or a malus on that. Now, how am I going to get access to these other things here that they require from me? Well, we haven't planted anything in any of these fields. So, for example, whether I buy one or I swap one at a market stall, I could get a pumpkin. And for one of my actions in the action phase, I can plant this pumpkin in a field. The fields with fewer spaces have the most variety of vegetables you can put in there. The fields with more spaces, you can put fewer vegetables in there. So in this 5 space, I can't put beans or leeks, but I can put this pumpkin in there. And what will happen is it will fill completely up on the turn in which I have seeded it. And then, as we saw at the beginning of the harvest phase each turn, I will take one pumpkin out of there, which will provide me the pumpkins that I'm looking for this regular customer or casual customer or whoever I wish to use them. And with these more exclusive vegetables, I'm more likely to put them into these smaller fields. So that's how I'm making money. That's how I'm getting vegetables from my fields, from market stalls, or possibly buying them. And these are the helpers I can use on my turn. Like I said, they do all sorts of things. They let you turn back, for example, the shopper lets you turn back your customers to being happy, or this one will let me to buy 2 vegetables for the price of 1, or there's a tenant farm that will let you get another field out quicker. And there are just so many different things you can do, and how you use them will affect your strategy. Come the end of the round, you're going to check your storage. Now, everyone can store 1 vegetable originally. I've got 2 here, meaning I'll have to pay 2 money if I wish to retain them to upgrade my storage to a maximum of 4 at the end of the turn. Then my farmer on the path of enlightenment is going to move 1 space for free. Then in order to move my farmer any more spaces, I'm going to have to pay money for her to move along. The next space along here is 5. That will cost me my 5 money, and I'll move up. And if I wish to move again, that will cost me 6 money to move into the next one. However, at the end of the next turn, if I haven't paid, I'll move into the 6 for free, and I'll be looking to spend 7 or 8 money to progress along. The end of the game comes after 9 rounds, and your basic field that you start with will be empty. Whoever's first along the path of enlightenment is going to win. Failing that, whoever's got most money will be the tiebreaker between those who are level, and failing that, it's most vegetables you've got left on your fields and your storehouse, not counting your shops or any of your customers. This has been a pit stop for At the Gates of Loyang. For more videos like this, please check out the Game Pit YouTube channel. For more in-depth coverage of gaming, please check out the Game Pit podcast. Thank you.